Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kharak Cup number 11. We're going to be continuing with the qualifier section here. We got FrostyTeeth, the jovial man from Canada? I think so. I'm sorry if that's not true. Versus Evers, and I actually have no idea who this guy is. I've never seen him before. I like the Halloween-themed colors, by the way. Actually, one time, like around Halloween of last year, we were playing like this big 3v3 and like we all changed our colors to Halloween themed. I think that's what I used. I think I played Coalition too. Oh my gosh, he's basically just me. I'm gonna group carry into group 1 there. But yeah, so FrostyTeeth we all know, he's a pretty fun player to watch. But most importantly, he's pretty active in the community trying to, you know, like he made a tutorial on how to make layouts. He's kind of like the I mean he really is the organizer for the 2v2 league, all this kind of stuff, so always very happy to see him. Really nice guy too. And then up here in the north we got Evers. So it's gonna be more CVC. Hooray. But you know, it is fun to watch. It is fun to watch. And we got FrostyTeeth making getting early LAV fabrication. He's gonna start producing a couple of those, sending them out into the middle here with his probe as well. Should be finding this base runner before too long. Maybe not. Maybe they'll pass right by each other. Oh my gosh, how has it not triggered the blip there? It's almost like he's playing with us. Anyway, probe gonna come out from Evers in that direction, so you can tell that Evers knew it was a probe. He must have seen that, right? Once he knows... Or, sorry, he must have seen that there was something there. But once he knows it's just a probe, he's going to move out. So Frosty going to see what he wants to see, that is support cruiser first, and that is actually probably what he wants to see, too. Because if you're going to go for early LAVs like that, you want a target to attack. Probe going to take a little bit of damage here, but looks like the probe from Evers is going to go down to the LAVs. And Shrike will push out into the middle. And it's very important, of course, if you go for this kind of a strategy that you attack off the back of this, because otherwise the LAVs are just, you know, their economy that could have been, right? How's Evers going to hold it off? Well, he hasn't really got too much to hold off. This is the shallows. And actually, I'm not sure if this is going to be... If he's going to be able to get too much value out of this number of LAVs here. The base runner's back home and can drop a turret if that's necessary. And you have to run through this choke point here right past your opponent's carrier. So it's going to be difficult for Frosty to get too much value out of these LAVs right here, but we'll see what he's able to do. He already got the probe, that's true. Looks like a bit of quick dropping going on his side, but he's down by 4 CUs, which is always really annoying. Looks like he really wants to get damage on that base runner. He's going to take quite a lot of damage to his LAVs here, as he's not actually firing his opponent just yet. I'm gonna say that was probably a misclick. I'm not sure though. But it looks like LAVs from Evers is gonna kind of bully Frosty out of the middle. That's what it's called. He is gonna set down a turret then. Freaking stealth turret, man! Like, can you see that thing? What the heck? Anyway, and then he's gonna pick up the middle artifact and go ahead and start carting that one out. I think this is a really good start from Evers. He's ahead in economy, right? And actually, he's gone on to RUs first, which is kind of interesting right here. But he'll be filling out that base. He is ahead in economy. He's got AAV fabrication already. Frosty going for railguns too. So Evers wants to make sure he doesn't fall behind, you know, in terms of tech here. But he is, I believe, ahead in this position. And he's catching the LAVs out in a bit of an awkward... Bit of an awkward split around the mountain there, so he's going to be able to trade really effectively there. The AAV's in position too. Base runner taking a lot of damage though. And kind of an odd rally point setup for him too. If I were him, I would actually just move him back to the AAV. Because, yeah, I mean, that's damage that you don't need to be taking. Once the AAV is here, you're basically not going to be taking damage anymore on the base runner, so... Oh, and you know what? I think he queued it there and then there, hoping that it would wrap around, but it's actually just going to turn around now. Oh, but it turns out to be like the perfect move. Look at that. Meanwhile, kind of a similar story over on this side, as Evers is going to be tuning up FrostyTeeth's base runner, but I think both of them are going to escape. And in fact, there's an AAV on both of them too. I mean escape. What I really mean is extract, but yeah, they should live too. So So Frosty's base runner at about 800 health. Evers about 1,000, and you know they're both coalitions, so they can just heal them back up, no problem there. So if we look at the field as having been, you know, like essentially it's even what they've gotten out of this. Yeah, they've both gotten 1 extraction, and pretty similar numbers of units too. You know, he's on his second base faster, but right now it almost looks like he's gonna start falling behind in economy, doesn't it? Not sure exactly how this is happening. What are the resources looking like here? Yeah, okay, so he should be making another support cruiser right now, I'm pretty sure. Evers canceling railgun fabrication, he's going to go into fighter and gunship, and I actually really like that choice. I think it makes a lot of sense for coalition versus coalition. There's not many anti-air options that you really want to get. You know what I mean? It seems like much more of a burden when you're playing coalition to get anti-air than it is when you're playing as like Alzian or something. So I think that's a really good choice there. And especially if the base front is at low health too. If you can pick this guy off, then he can't make, you know, anti-air turret posts, but they'll have to remake a base runner, which is kind of a chore. Excuse me. Okay, actually, I stand corrected. Evers was already making a support cruiser, so he's already got it out. Alright. He's definitely not falling behind. He's getting further ahead, it looks like. Is Shrike making a support cruiser then? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so that's exactly what we want to see. So, it's always, you know, when we see, like, new players like Evers, I'm always like, okay, so is he, like, actually new, or is he, like, fairly good at the game? I guess we'll find out, right? Looks to me like Evers is actually fairly good at the game. I've been impressed so far, anyway. And I think he... Okay, I should have been looking, but I think he killed that probe right before the air tech finished, which would mean that FrostyTeeth hasn't seen it. And Frosty, by the way, he's well aware about... yeah, he's well aware of, like, what the tells are for the various carriers when they get air tech. I think if he had seen it, he would have been getting missile battery fabrication already. In fact, Frosty made like a... I think he made like a PowerPoint about like how to find like what tech your opponent has. It was pretty cool. He'll probably comment about that down below. Battlecruiser is coming out now for Evers. That's an interesting choice there, but I kind of like it. I like it because it's sort of like, it's different, but I'm not sure if it'll actually work or not. I guess we'll just have to see. Is he making air units, by the way? I don't know. I hope he is, because it doesn't do you much to tech to air if you're not going to make them. No, he's not. Yeah, I can actually tell. Nope. Yeah, I'm really good at this. Yeah, air tech was the right choice, like I said, I think anyway, but only if you actually make them. LAVs here are going to find the probe, and they will take it down, so that's a little annoying for Evers. Oh. Sorry. I should always drink more water before I cast, man. I should have water with me, too. You know when Magpie in his videos be like, as I pause to have a sip on my drink, you know. Oh man, he means it, like, if you talk for this long, your mouth gets really dry. Okay, there we go, so the strike fighters are on the queue now. Get up 5 of them in a row, not sure how much I agree with that, although, you know, he's not got anywhere else to spend the money, has he? But see, I think in that case, he probably ought to go for railgun fabrication and get the production upgrade. And this is another reason why we don't usually see battlecruisers like this, because there's reasons to get the other techs too. Frosty, having gotten 2 artifacts extracted, he's going to have enough power on his carrier to damage these LAVs. So this attack can't be like permanent anyway. Oh, and this shouldn't be attacking the carrier. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, the LAVs are going to get picked off by that carrier eventually, but they're getting some good damage in. They've taken out 3 railguns, I think. This is going to be the 3rd. Oh no, no, please! My friend, please! Okay, yeah. I didn't think he was going to finish the job. But yeah, he's starting to get pressured by Frosty, and look at this spreading here too. I think that's really cool. But he's about to get a bit of a nasty surprise here. But yeah, look, there's like railguns and AVs in 3 different positions. That's actually really cool. I think that's a nice idea from Frosty there. Strike fighters are coming in though with a fury. AVs can do nothing with smoke. There are no railguns for Evers here, and Frosty just now getting missile battery fabrication. Like I said earlier, you know, I didn't think he had seen it. That confirms it to me. He definitely didn't know. Third extraction going to go down for Frosty, and actually I think maybe the LAVs should have been diverted out to take that one out because he knew it was at low health. That is the third extraction now, which is pretty relevant. But anyway, the army for Frosty definitely going to get kind of pounded right here. But one thing I don't like about how Evers is using the strike fighters is that a lot of them are attacking AAVs here. You kind of need to babysit these guys, get them to attack the right unit. But yeah, they should definitely be going after the railguns here. That's obviously the priority target, right? Some power reserves coming down now for Evers. He's power reserve 1 so far. I think he wants to take the fight with these guys, but he should be moving the carrier up if he wants to do that. Here come the battle cruisers. Now, has Frosty seen this? No. I think if you're Evers, you hide this for just a second. Doesn't look like he's going to do it, though. So battle cruisers come in. They're just going to smack down everything, of course. And that's definitely going to be a surprise for Frosty. And Zadisha Shulk, he's going to be like, what the heck? Battle cruisers, really? Because, I mean, I wouldn't have been expecting it either. Right now, they're going to be tasked with base defense, but they are battle cruisers, so that's not going to last for long. And they will start moving out across the map. Now, these things are painfully slow. I think we all know that. But, it's kind of like... I think battle cruisers are kind of like that type of unit where it's really, really slow. But essentially, it's like this thing is coming at you, and if you don't find a way to stop it before it gets there, you know, you die, right? I really enjoy battle cruisers. I don't often, you know, see them get too much value, but I really enjoy them, so... I always enjoy being surprised that way too, you know, seeing battle cruisers get something done that you weren't expecting them to. Now there are 3 missile batteries up right here with some railguns, and if Frosty just makes more railguns, the missile battery can definitely hold that position, so that's got the anti-air covered. You just keep these guys in front of the railguns, and the battle cruisers can't push you or else they're just going to get killed. And what Frosty really wants to do above all, I think, is stop this base runner, because this is starting to get a little bit out of hand. Once your opponent gets to 4 artifacts, you know, things are a bit risky for you. But a base runner with an artifact is even slower than a battle cruiser, would you believe that? So I think that's definitely gonna be shut down here. Now there's whoa. You see him split his fire like that? I've never seen that before. I knew that, like, okay, I knew that they could do that, but I've never actually seen them do it. That was cool. This poor base runner just like, dude, please. Hey, it worked. Anyway, air units are going to get launched here, but this is going to be a massacre. There's 3 missile batteries up in the air. He's going to recognize it and he'll dock them. Oh no, dock these guys too. Okay, that was a little unfortunate they launched the second batch too, and the railgun's going to take out one of the battle cruisers, and looks like it's the typical story. But hey, at least they got to see use at all, right? Battle cruisers are really difficult to use, aren't they? But if you use them in conjunction with railguns, they can be really good, yeah. This guy definitely needs to back away, though. Get out of there! Go! This is our company of heroes. I'd be telling you to spam you. Uh-oh, don't get in range, though. Oof. Nice! Nice use of the smoke right there. These LAVs, by the way, get them up there and stop that extraction. It's only at 200 health. Oh, no. That's really unfortunate that he's not going to see that extraction is going down. Another battlecruiser gets popped, by the way. This guy really needs to be backing away. They don't want to be taking this fight. Extraction goes down. Picking the LAVs now. They're going to take out one railgun there. I don't know. They're all at such low health, but I guess Frosty's... No, it's powered up to power 2. Why are none of the missiles firing? I guess he needs to get a little bit closer before they will. Yeah, there we go. And I think Evers thought that the anti-air was gone, so he's launching the strike fighters now, but they're all getting kind of smacked down here. He can push in, though, with this carrier. And he's lost more battlecruisers, I think, than he needed to, but he still has got a pretty formidable force right here, and as you can see, they take no prisoners. Like, once they get up there, the railguns just die instantly. And Evers, by transitioning the strike craft, seems to have gotten his foot into the door here. He's at his opponent's base. Now, if he makes more battlecruisers here, this is exactly where you want them to pop out. Oh, Frosty, you dirty man. Anyway... And his carrier is definitely more powered, isn't it? Assault cruiser fabricate, you're crazy! But I like it. Anyway, railguns are up here on the high ground, so that definitely needs to be addressed. But I think the carrier needs to push in closer rather than pulling away. If you can get especially to your opponent's main, although I suppose that's about to get mined out, isn't it? But is that guy actually healing? Yeah, he is. Okay. But I think, yeah, if you're up on top of your opponent's carrier, so that when his railguns come out, they die instantly. That's where you want to be. That's got to be a battle cruiser, right? You see how slowly it's getting built there. That's good. AV starting to get produced now by Frosty, which is probably the right move there to counter these, counter all these LAVs that are causing problems for you. Problem is, battle cruisers are built so slowly, aren't they? I say as it speeds up, but that's for an LAV, right? So like he's got the right unit coming out now, but no, I would say move further in, move further in. I think he wants to stay in there. Base runner goes down here, so I'm not sure exactly what it was trying to do, but I thought the idea was that it was gonna put down a turret there. Oh look, there's a battle cruiser right here. I'm not sure why this guy's straying so far away. Strayed. You get the idea. But yeah, see this? Evers has kind of backed off of his opponent right before the battle cruiser comes out, and so now the railguns are in a good position, whereas otherwise a battle cruiser would be popping out right there. That would just be death to these railguns right here. And then probably to the carrier too. Like honestly, I think that's the game that Evers wins. That's really sad to see. I feel like Evers can win this game. He just doesn't quite realize how to do it. And then you want to pop smoke. Yeah, he's done that. Okay, good. And then you're gonna want to pop smoke on that guy again there. Yeah. A couple of AVs gonna charge in here to their deaths. That's a little unfortunate. Cars are 4 now on the way for Evers. There's no anti-air, is there? Oh, curious. I wonder if maybe switching to strike fighters now could give him like another chance to attack. Oh no, there's anti-air now. Anyway, assault cruise is going to be produced now by Evers, but I think I don't think that's going to really get much done here. We know how assault cruises are, you know. Ouch. Yeah, these AAVs picked the wrong fight here, but so did the battlecruiser, it looks like. He's going to want to smoke there. He's going to take a lot of damage here. Bombers? Oh my gosh. This guy's crazy. Yeah, he's made a bomber. It's going to... Oh, no. Oh. Float. Nice. I love it. That's actually a really good use of a bomber there, you gotta say. This battlecruiser apparently is still visible. I feel a little... I feel like that's just wrong. But yeah, that's kind of what I expected the assault cruiser to do, to be honest. Assault cruisers in this scenario, very bad. Not the unit that you want here. Okay, so the dust begins to clear. The dust begins to clear. And the mains are mined out now. Railguns starting to get produced now by Evers, and I like that. These battlecruisers here very stricken though. And railguns are noticeably faster than battlecruisers are, so these guys definitely in some trouble. I would definitely have the support cruiser healing. Oh, no, never mind. I would definitely have him healing the carrier. Didn't realize how low health that guy was on. Yeah, it looks like this army is just in full route. It's got really good units in it, but they're all just, they're too low. They can't, you know, they can't do anything. Here comes the railgun force from Frosty, and this is going to be pretty good. But the bomber is still up, so if the bomber gets launched right here, that could be really good. Launch the bomber! Launch it! He is launching it. But that carrier's taking damage really fast. I didn't realize, oh, you gotta power these down and get the power into the armor there. Okay, here comes the bomber though. Gonna fire its payload almost immediately. Takes out like 3 of them. Oh man, this carrier's getting really low now. Down to only about 1,000 health. When battlecruiser gets smitten, that one also gonna fall the same way. It looks like the carrier will live to fight another day, but not for very long. However, Power Reserve 5 is on the way, and then of course we know that cruise missile is gonna be ready. Oh, nice turret. This is Assault Cruiser here, laying in wait, seeing if you can get something done here. But I would probably put on the self repairs right there. Now Power 5 is done. Okay, so he's powered up the armor. It's exactly what he should be doing. Get that healing going. I put the extra power into range because you're gonna want it in that subsystem first, probably once the fight starts again. Assault Cruiser is healing up here. Unfortunately, it looks like FrostyTeeth just now getting ready to move. And that's not really a cruise missile worthy target anymore, is it? It's only like 3 railguns here. This is really kind of a crazy battle. I know I'm not talking too much, but yeah, this is really fun to watch here. It's very back and forth, kind of. I really think Evers could have won it at this point. I think he definitely had the ability. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, Evers, you gotta launch the cruise missile then. Looks like that base runner's gonna extract here. Oh, but he doesn't have money for it. Oh no. Oh no! Not like this. That's not really the end that I wanted. Oh well, Frosty is gonna win that one though. So that was cool to see though. I like Evers' style here of trying to like choke his opponent with battle cruisers. That's always really fun to watch, but I think he needs to actually be more aggressive. I think he could have gotten it, especially like when the railguns were coming out of the carrier right here. If you park your carrier on top of that, then you can just take out those railguns as they come. You're never going to let them build up that number. And then once the battlecruiser pops out, you're going to have the DPS to take out your opponent's carrier. So I think Evers actually could have won that. At any rate, I will say this. He definitely has the potential to be a really good player. So I hope he sticks around, because he's really not bad. Hope you enjoyed it too. I know Frosty enjoyed it. And I'll catch you guys next time.